Well, I expect them both to be back next year, and I think that's their expectations too. So I don't see any issues there. Well, we're disappointed that we didn't win the World Series. Obviously, when you get there, your intent is to win. But when you sit back and look at what we accomplished this year, we feel very good about it. We feel that as an organization, we're headed in the right direction, and our goal this winter is to try to improve our ball club any way we can and be ready for next year, and hopefully have another season as we had this past season. So yeah, and I've always said that if your last game ends in a loss, you're disappointed, and but it's not, doesn't mean that we're disappointed with the year, with the team, and with the support we got from our fans. It's just that we didn't accomplish everything we'd set out to do. We're set up to talk to Ron tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And JD and I have had just some very brief discussions, but we both agreed that we would do it after the playoffs were over. So Ron's going to be going to New Orleans. We'd like to put that to bed first, and I don't see issues coming up as far as JD's concerned. So I think, you know, when it's convenient for both sides. We met with the coaches yesterday, talked about the team. We're going to be talking to the scouts the next day or two, getting their input. Obviously, we've talked to Ron about how he views the ball club, and we'll start formulating a game plan. We'll look at the free agency market. We'll look at obviously opportunities we have. Our goal is to go to spring training with a better squad than we had last year. So whether we accomplish that or not, it's hard to predict. You know, we felt like we were very productive at the winter meetings last year. We certainly would like to go and accomplish that again, but you know, it's speculation whether that can happen. But you know, you're a month behind because of the postseason, and so you know, we started yesterday, and we'll continue on that course, trying to get as many things done and talk to as many people in the organization as we can to start pushing forward on this. I think that we're going to have resources available to do some things that we haven't had in the past. For me to sit here and tell you that it's a certain figure, I can't do that. But this organization is prepared to try to improve the ball club, and where that takes us is too early to predict, because we don't know what the market's going to be. We don't know what the availability of people is going to be. We don't know what opportunities we may have in trade. So all that would be speculation. And so as an organization, we're prepared to look at options and try to do whatever we can to improve the ball club. Every ball club, there's room for improvement, and we're quite aware of that. But also, when you have young players, and it's the first time they've experienced postseason, a lot of them, it's a growing situation and a developing situation. So we feel like that our young players will be better next year due to what they've experienced this year. And then where we feel like that we need to strengthen the ball club, we'll certainly look at opportunities that might be out there. So we're definitely interested in improving the ball club. You know, I don't think that sitting here today that we have the restrictions financially that we had last year at this time, and so I think that that'll give us an opportunity to look at maybe a broader range of players. Fans have been tremendous, and the response we got from them, and it's hard to assess what it meant to us with the support the fans gave us and how they rallied behind the team, and the whole Metroplex in North Texas. It was it's pretty overwhelming at times, and I think that even makes the organization and the team even more committed because of the support and the enthusiasm, and how excited they were about what had been accomplished. last year, I think around 1st September, and I had a hard budget in place by October 15th. We didn't do it this year because we had so many people doing so many different things with postseason. There just wasn't time and day to do it, so we just delayed it until after we were through playing, and so now that process has started. We have a, I guess, some feel for where we think we'll be, but we certainly don't have a hard number of any sort. You know, it's hard for me to speculate on that because I don't know where this is going to go. You know, you read the reports the Yankees are after him and they're determined to sign him, and you know what that means, I don't know. So you know, we haven't got into any negotiations with him whatsoever. This thing is going I don't think it's going to be over in a short period of time. I think it'll have a life of its own. It'll be on a national level, so it's just hard to say where that's going to go, and what somebody thinks is realistic, another person may not think it's realistic. So I don't know. I can't even speculate on it. Well, I would say that there's a possibility that salary number could go up, but you know, I'm not capable of speculating on where that's going to be. We're going to have to assess where we are and what opportunities we have, and then we're going to have to talk about it as an organization, whether we think that's a prudent thing to do or not. And so we'll just wait until that time. But we're not sitting here today with the restrictions that we were sitting on here last year, and so that gives us obviously some room, and with some of the years that our young players had, you know, our salary's going to go up anyway, and so and depending on what acquisitions we have, so is our salary going to be up from what it was this year? Yeah. How much? I don't know.